Hi, welcome to today's video. As my name suggests, I am an absolute disaster because I have not published any videos all year since maybe January? I don't know, maybe February, I don't know. I've not made videos for a while because I've been very underconfident about it, and then everything with the pandemic that's happening right now, like a lot has happened and I've not been able to make the content or have the energy to put into YouTube content. So I've been mainly focusing on TikTok and Instagram and trying to build my Facebook back up instead of YouTube. But now I'm going to try and balance them, so I'm putting more energy into my YouTube as well as my other accounts. Now that very long-winded introduction is over, we can get into today's video. I am so excited to share this with you. I have kept this outfit secret since I designed it about 2 years ago, so I am really excited about actually sharing it with people and showing it off, because I've had this concept here and I've had the dress partially made for a long time but never actually shown it yet or really told too many people because I wanted it to be a secret. I was going through a phase of designing a lot of costumes and a lot of concepts because I wanted to create something very new for cosplay that felt very me and very authentic. So this idea that I had, among my many other Black Butler ideas, which I have not revealed to anyone yet, was a Black Butler crossover with Nightmare Before Christmas. I used to love Nightmare Before Christmas. It was my favourite film when I was a teenager. I was one of those kids, right? I love this film. About 2 years ago, I drew this idea out where I wanted to take the idea of Ciel's original like pink dress from the episode in season 1 and then translate that into a version of the Sally dress from Nightmare Before Christmas, because it felt, although it's more logical to have Ciel be Jack as like, you know, the king of all things, I thought it would be a much cooler concept to have him as Sally, because I think it just looked prettier, I think was kind of my thought process at the time. So I designed this dress out. But the one thing that I couldn't come up with was a colour scheme for it, because I'm like, do I take it in its original pink? Because I saw some variations of that dress in purple or in blue, but I could take it down the very autumnal vibe that Sally has with her dress. So I wasn't sure, and I drew a few different colour palettes out just to test what colour scheme I wanted. All of that was on my original drawing, but I don't know what that original design is anymore, so I would show you it, but I don't know what it is. I then worked out the colour scheme I wanted. The colour scheme came from what I made the dress out of, which was this bunch of scraps, and I went for a pastel vibe. Just kind of pastel, so I had some blues and some purples and some pinks and a little bit of green in there and some grey and white. But I didn't divvy too far away from that set of colours because I wanted it to have a coherent look throughout all the patchwork. I also deliberately chose patterned material because I think it'd create like the patterns that she has in Sally's dress. And it was all just this scrap fabric I had lying around because I am a fabric hoarder. I was also inspired by this statue of Sally, which I found online, and it was like an anniversary statue release from Nightmare Before Christmas. And I really liked the way it looked, and I thought that I could take inspiration, and that's actually where the hair thing came from, because she just has like a flower in her hair, and I thought I've recently made this like hair accessory thing for Ciel anyway, not for this outfit but for a different one, and I thought it would be really good to use, and it worked really well. Now, I designed this and started making it about 2 years ago, and then I went through a phase where I didn't like the way it looked, so I put the project down again, and then picked it back up, and this happened a few times, and I was gonna make it for last Halloween, and then my seasonal depression hit really badly around that time, so I couldn't then handle doing it. and various things just kept happening, so this didn't get completed for about 2 years. With the making of it, I started by getting my little sections of fabric, and then I just sewed them together and made a big patchwork of one piece of fabric. So essentially I could then work with one piece instead of about 20 different little pieces. And then I pieced together the top and the skirts separately, and they were just these two big ass triangles. They were fairly simple to make. And after that, I did the underskirt and the ruffles and all of these elements. And the last thing I did with the dress was I added the grey ribbon, which was something I only did about 2 weeks ago now, or maybe a week ago. I think it was 2 weeks. Essentially I made a patchwork into material and then used that material to make the dress. I'll be honest, it was a while ago, so I can't remember much about the actual making process. One of the things, as soon as I knew I was going to make it, like complete it and show it off, was I wanted to do a photo shoot to really show it off properly and get really good pictures. For the shoot, I worked with Bryan, who is a photographer based in Lincoln, who I've known for a few years and always enjoy working with. We went to the cathedral. My sister joined me back kind of with Catastrophe Cosplay back again as a team, and I was so happy that she was on board for this project. 30 minutes before we had to leave for the shoot, the zip on the back of my dress broke, like straight up broke. I couldn't fix it, there was nothing I could do to sort it, and so my mum and my partner lovingly just sewed the back of the dress up and sewed me into it. I was very embarrassed and a bit mad at myself, because fundamentally, if I had used a stronger zip or spent more money on the zip, maybe it wouldn't have broken. So the error falls to me immediately. We went to the shoot and it was so much fun. I don't know what happened, but the energy I had was everything I needed. I kept giggling, and I'm not normally like that. So I just kept giggling at random moments. We have these random ass pictures which make no sense, and they were just funny moments that happened, and I think it's the most fun I've had on a shoot for a while. So I want to go through a few of the pictures that have been my faves from this shoot. This one here, I love this one. This is a dream kind of photo, dream angle, where I love that whole big princess dress thing, and this kind of created that for me. No photo shoot is complete without some help from someone. So to actually get this shot, Mary had to put my coat behind me to make it look like my skirt was fuller. It was not as full as it looks in that picture, but there's a little coat behind and it works really well in creating this big full skirt. Thank you so much for coming along on this journey with me. If you do like my content, or if you want to see something specific, drop a comment. I am open to doing all kinds of things. I have a bunch of videos planned, but I don't know if people want to see it, so I'm unsure on going ahead and making content, which is part of the thing. So if there's anything specific that you want to see, let me know, drop me a message, or if you don't want to like have a public comment on something, DM me through my Instagram or my Facebook. I will leave the links to those below. Go out, have a good day, be kind and look after yourself, and stay safe. In these times, please stay safe. And I will see you all soon. Happy Halloween!